Hello to everyone, it's me again, Penny. I am at my family's camp in Ivik, Alaska, which is like 35 miles away from Kotzebue. It's across the Kotzebue Lake. And this is my dad's side of the family, the Schaefers. So, I'll give you a tour. This is my sister and her family's cabin. It's pretty new. They built it within the last couple of years, I suppose. They have like a little farm. They have a couple of doges. There's Winnie. There's Clancy. And they have some chickens. We used to have some turkeys. And we just ate one for Thanksgiving. It was delicious. His name was Marilyn Manson. Anyway, here are the chickens. That white one is the rooster. But yeah, they're cool. They make eggs. There's a couple of them do. Ye old shitter. This is the bridge. It's kind of new. We used to have a really old bridge. It's made of wood. So we made a new one. This is my dad's cabin. Well, our cabin. We grew up in it as kids. This is our old cache. We use it to dry fish and caribou meat. My dad's smoker. This is the cabin. So we grew up in it from when we were, I'd say about 7 till I was about 13. And then when I was about 13, we moved to Kotzebue so we can finish school because we used to do homeschool. It's my dad's shop. He also has a sauna. Ooh. Okay. This is the storm shed, but we call it the Kanichuk. My dad's freezer. It's kind of dark in here. My dad and my brother and his girlfriend were here, but they left. So this is where I grew up. This is the living room. I bought that little bicycle thing back. I think my dad uses it now. This is my dad's bedroom. It's the master bedroom. It's got a sexy mosquito net. This is where our television entertainment center is. All of our sweet old movies. Well, these are the DVDs. The older ones are over here. Old toys. This is the living room, kitchen, dining area, stove. This is the whatever room, I guess, for putting whatever. My sister and I, we used to have a bedroom in here. And it used to be painted pink. This is the bathroom area. An Ivik is what we call the bathroom. Going up the stairs now. This is upstairs. So this is where we would do our schooling when our teacher would come. And they'd come like once a month. My dad's back stretcher. This is where all the magic happens. We used to have a bunk bed, but now it's in my sister's house. Look at that gorgeous view. Oh my God. My dad used to have a little balcony out here. He would sit there and with his coffee and look out the window. A few pictures. Little angels. Me on the left, my brother Vince in the middle, and my sister on the right. Yours truly. Me, my sister, my brothers. Our stairs, where all of us has tumbled down when we were kids. It's a rite of passage. That's how you know you're tough. Many breakfasts and coffees were had in this little kitchen area. My dad loves watching the birds. So he made this cute little thing and He always puts bird seeds here and comes and sits and drinks coffee and watches the birds. They love him. See all the little birdies? Hopefully I got a good picture of one, but like we have these gray ones. I think they're gray jays, but we call them camp robbers. Because that's what they do. They come and rob our camp. Little shits. It's my dad's shop. It's not locked, but let's see. Oh, there you go. This is my dad's man cave. He did all kinds of work. We used to be scared to come in here because we didn't want to die of like some type of poisoning. This is where his sauna used to be. Now it's just a haunted old dungeon. Yeah. The generator used to be right here, and that's how we had electricity. The jerry jugs. Ooh, there's a generator right here. When I was younger, not that much younger actually, they told me to go out and fill the generator. And so I was like, I obliged, like, okay. I am the clumsiest fucking person on planet Earth, but I did it anyway. And so I was doing it, and the gasoline like flew back and like hit me in the eyeballs. And so I screamed, ran out of the shop, and I ran over here where there was a tub of water. And I staggered screaming like crazy, ran over the tub of water and just dug my stupid face in it. My mom and sister saw the whole thing. They're like, fucking Penny. So, this mountain right here is we call it Indian Mountain. I think my grandma named it because she thought it looked like a profile of quote-unquote Indians. There's a difference between like lower Native Americans and Eskimos, which we are. And so I guess she thought it kind of resembled Native American. This is, I think he has a new shop. This might be his new shop, but he has a sauna in the back. Yes! Look at this thing, it's nice. It's got his four-wheeler in here, little stove, all his tools. Super nice. This is the first time I've been in here, actually. This is we pretended we were NBA stars here. Just right on this little road, the road that leads from our cabin all the way to my grandpa's cabin over there. Yeah, basketball here. And then we'd walk this little road all the way to my grandpa's camp. Look at the clouds. They look like tornadoes. We actually had tornadoes here one summer when I was really young. So my mom woke us up. It was summertime. We were really small. My brother was probably like 5, and so that means I was probably like 9 or something. And my sister's probably like 8. She woke us up, and it was pouring rain. And my mom's like, "We need to get out of here." So she got us up, and we ran down this road and all the way to my grandpa's camp. And there was like 7 tiny little tornadoes, and we didn't even know they could have tornadoes here, but they were there. And there was like lightning, and there was a tornado, and there was one ginormous mama tornado, and it was coming right for us. So that's why my mom got us up, and we ran all the way to my tata's. But it was funny though, because like my tata's cabin is like plywood or whatever you call it, and our house is made of logs, so like everybody's safer at our house. But anyway, it didn't get hurt. And one of my uncles joked to my mom and told us that he saw a bunch of dead animals splattered against the trees. He is such a jokester. But yeah, that was scary. Walking the road to my tata's, we had sled dogs when we were younger, and my tata had sled dogs too, but his sled dogs were scary. They're like mixed huskies and German shepherd. And every time we got past this little spot here, we'd run because we knew those doggies would kill us if they got us. And then, so here's my tatas. My Anna and my tata. My Anna died when I was like 5, I think. My tata died in he was like 93 when he died. So he lived a long time. Tata's cabin, there was a really big ice. I don't know, the ice came up and just pushed everything. Ooh, snow machine. Hey. Anyway, the ice came up and like pushed up a bunch of the beach, including my tata's cabin. So, but this was, luckily it was after he died, so he wasn't affected by it. But we lost a lot of the beach, and we lost a lot of stuff in the front. So this was my tata's cabin, my tata John. He used to sit right here in a little chair right there. And he'd always he'd always hum this little song. It went like, but we never knew what it was. But he was the sweetest guy. I really miss him. He had this little tiny dog named Rusty. And the little tiny dog got loose one day and it ran over to his crazy, scary German Shepherd Husky hybrids. Freaking killers. He ran over there and he beat the shit out of them. I guess he had really strong jaws, but he named the fuck out of those things. It was really funny. This is the beach, Tata's beach. Over here on this side, we used to always go swimming every summer, like as soon as the ice went out, like maybe June. Me and my brothers and sister would go swimming. We'd swim all the way until like August or September. Just loved it. Here's some remnants of all that flora and fauna that used to create that beautiful cave. And my Uncle Pete, I think that's a sauna. They like saunas around here. Oh, this thing right here. You see it? It's called a sigalok. It's covered in mud, and if you go inside it, there's a hole in the permafrost. We have that. It's like this dirt that has ice in it, and it never thaws out, even in the summertime. And there's a hole that's really deep with a ladder, and we'd be so scared we'd have to go down there and get food, but it never melted, and so that's how we kept our food from spoiling. Over here, this is my Uncle Pete's new cabin, and his old cabin was this green one. When I was a baby, my mom and my dad lived here for a while until our cabin was built. And my mom said when I was a tiny newborn, they had this high bed, and I was laying on it as a baby, screaming my little head off, rolling around, which I had no business doing. Fell off the high bed and hit my head on a battery, like those gigantic square ones, not the little round ones. But it was a pretty scary thing. Luckily, no permanent damage, I hope. Uncle Pete's new cabin. So pretty. This is their shitter, or what we like to call it, an Ivik. It's actually so nice in there. I think this is the one that's really nice. Oh, not so nice anymore. But it used to be a really nice place to go and think your thoughts while you're pooping, doing your business. Knocking. This is my Uncle Chuck's cabin. He's the one that told the joke about the animals hitting the trees, the tornado. He's a jokester. He also is a dog musher. Chuck Schaefer. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him. Oh, Aunt Lucy too. She runs dogs. My Uncle Louie Nelson. My cousin Darren. This is where he was and where his dogs used to be. Mouse tracks. Some type of little mice or pikas, whatever you want to call them. Just living their best life. Not really sure what these tracks are. Be a fox. Be a predator that's going to kill me. But who knows? We'll find out soon enough. Here's some doo-doo poo-poos. Doo-doo is our word for caribou. And they've been coming around, pooping, leaving their tracks. A whole bunch of them. This is where my cousin Roswell used to have a house. It was a two-story cabin, and it was really cute. But when that whole ice thing came, it tore it down. I think there was a fire, actually. Yeah, I think it burned down. Here is a different view of Indian Mountain. How pretty it is. Sometimes we would go up there with four-wheelers and walk up there, and it's so pretty. You could see all the way down, and so many pretty flowers and stuff. And this is my Uncle Johnny and Aunt Mary's cabin. They had the best beach. This is where people would come and park their boats because it's like the deepest here in this little valley, or not valley, what do you call it? Lagoon. So this is outside of my Uncle Johnny's cabin. See this yellow stuff? We called it overflow. It's like the water that comes up over the ice. Right, it's frozen though, but it's that weird yellow color. But this is where the really nice beach is in the summertime. So pretty. There's their smoker shop and their beautiful house. It's 2-story. So me and my sister and brother, and we come and play with we used to have to play with our cousins' kids because we were like, my first cousins on my dad's side were like the same age as my mom. So like we'd have to play with their kids. So like my cousin Jared, my cousin Tyne, my cousin Keegan, my cousin Cassie, we'd all play in this house. It was fun. Inside there was like, there used to be a spiral staircase, and that was really cool. And the upstairs was almost like a loft. And we'd have a lot of fun up there. I think there was a pool table, stuff like that. It's glare ice. And my siblings and their kids, my dad got us some ice skates. I think they're like secondhand ice skates. We tore those bad boys up. This was like during the time when like Oksana Bayul, Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan, that whole drama was happening. So ice skating was the shit here. Learned how to do a bunch of spins, some pretend triple axels. It was so much fun. And over here, a little bit past these old boats, my Aunt Alice lives over here, past all this stuff. And Alice is my mom's aunt. Here's the dump. And this place is a little scary because that's where the bears like to go, you know? Because there's a bunch of garbage for them to peruse through and eat. So be careful. So in this part of the video, I was trying to talk about like my heritage, but like the wind was so like crazy, I couldn't talk about it. But anyway, I was just trying to talk about like how, yeah, I look kind of white, you know, I'm not gonna lie. And I want to talk about how, like, why? Because, you know, I got some, 56% of my heritage is Native Alaskan. And then the rest of it is just like some random fucking European bullshit. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about the European stuff, so I don't identify as them. And I also tried to mention like that little meme where like there's a meme where it goes like, if you're Native, then why are you white? And it goes like, God, Karen, you don't ask people why they're white. And I thought that was kind of funny But anyway, it was just because, you know, we are mixed, very mixed, and I am on the very fucking white end of the paradigm. So that is why, if you're curious. But the rest of my family is very, very native looking. So yeah. Okay. Here's one last little view of the entire. Ooh, hi moon. Entirety of Ivik from start to finish. My home. This is the opposite end of Ivik. Over here, there's past there are my cousin's camp, my aunt's camp, and an airport, or like an what do you call it, airstrip, where people can come in the spring and summertime, fall time, with airplane push pilots. So it's pretty cool. There's a creek. So there's another view of our old cabin. When we were kids, me and my siblings would run up and down, on top of the roof, on the side of the roof. There's like another section down there. Luckily, none of us plunged to our deaths, but I'm sure we would have made it through. We were tough kids. Here's the bridge. Oops. Here's the bridge. Over here's a creek where we catch a lot of pike. We call them sealick. Put a net out there and catch them. We also slid on these hills as kids. They're really fun to slide on when there's a good amount of snow. Sometimes my dad would make us a little skating rink over here. He was an awesome dad. Or he is an awesome dad, sorry. He ain't dead. Love you, Pops. Sometimes we would keep our dogs tied up there. But mostly we kept them tied up down there. Yeah, my sister and I had sled dogs. They were awesome. We go so fast, man. Break records. But we never competed because we were just camp kids. I don't think our dogs would know what the fuck's going on. They were good creatures. There's another view of Ivik from the creek in the back. If there are any Inuit out here. Some little people hiding in the brush. I'm going to come out and I don't know what they do to you. Give me presents, grant me some wishes. Who knows? Here on the other side of Ivik, I'm on the lake right now. You'll see there is my aunt's cabin and my cousin's cabin. Those are recently made. Over here, one of my cousins used to have, and her family used to have a little cabin, and they had a pet reindeer. My mom remembered it. Yeah, she said it was pretty cool. And reindeer and caribou are different. They can breed though. The caribou are a lot bigger. And they just look a little bit different. I think they have bigger horns too. I think they kind of taste similar though. Delicious. This is the creek. It's like right outside of our house. We need to go canoeing on this. And when we were kids, we used to like to pretend there was Loch Ness monsters and stuff living in it. Which of course there weren't. Probably just some very big pike. But it was fun to pretend. I think one time, like right over here where we go swimming, we swore we saw this thing. It looked like a gigantic, bigger than a swan. It might have been a bunch of swans like hanging out together. I don't know, humping or something. But it looked like a big camel. But you know, it was just trick of the light. But it was a fun story to think about. Here's my sister cutting up some caribou. This is my childhood home, Ivik, in the winter. Maybe in the summertime I'll come show you guys because it's beautiful. It's got rivers, lakes, trees, beaches. It's got everything. Mountains, hills. Go canoeing here. It's gorgeous. So hope you all enjoyed it. Bye. Bye-bye.